Here we're going into a zone that's primarily conifer. That would be hemlock. Coming out of a mixed forest, mixed hardwood, and entering more of a conifer forest. I mean, there are a few large, older trees in here still, but this is a primarily conifer forest. And it has its own environment, which is very different. It's got a lot of oak leaves down that don't decompose very well because of the acidity of the soil. But down underneath that is a rich, acidic soil, which lends itself well to certain plants, and of which, among those, they don't grow as thick or billowy. They don't fill in as much space, I would say, as other plants do. But just stepping off trail for a moment, down into here, we see some bark left behind. Clearly someone pulled some off of the tree there and rounded it up probably for a few things. But it's nice sheets of it. White birch bark burns like grease when it's burned. And there's a tree here that has been riddled by pileated woodpecker and is not that tall anymore, but has left behind a lot of gouges on the tree and tree bits and so on. So curious to see how the bark has been peeled off of it. And this bark, like I said, it'll save for quite a long time in the woods. It's always a good thing to know if you're having a fire. Get some, if you're in the Northeast, even if you're not, look for birch trees. Look for an old white birch, which has fallen down and decomposed. The wood will decompose, but the bark stays around for a long time. Great for starting a fire with wet wood. It burns extremely hot. It throws off a lot of carbon, black smoke, but it's wonderful for getting a fire started and for getting a hot fire going, because it is fatty and protective. So thank you for watching, and thank you for being curious, and thank you for keeping up with basic first aid in the outdoors and the wilderness. Cheers.